73 mile an hour on 4S. Whoa! 100 mile an hour, right on the dot. Alright guys, here we are again out in the nice flat parking lot. We're going to do some speed runs. I was out here yesterday as well doing some speed runs, and that turned into pretty much a nightmare of issues. It'll make a great blooper reel. That's actually how this happened. It crashed, it rolled over. I was trying to reach over 100 mile an hour. We're trying to do some tests on these tires. We've got the original stock white Hoons that came on the car. And then we got the gold Hoons that I ordered for the infraction before I was starting to break 100 mile an hour consistently. And then we got these big white Hoons. They're the 107s. We want to run these. I want to see if it'll break over 100 mile an hour tonight. If it does, great. If it doesn't, still got some more tuning to do. It's got different gears in it than the last speed run you guys seen. This now has a 34 spur with a 30 pinion. The last speed run you seen running at 90 miles an hour was with a 30 and 30, so it was 1-to-1, and it ran 90. So I'm hoping to get 100. I know that sounds weird, but I don't think I had it all out of it before with the 30 to 30. I think I had a lot more left in it. So oh yeah, and last night it crashed and we ended up breaking this wing, and we ended up breaking a splitter, and man, the spools came loose on it. It ended up chewing up a gear pretty good. It's just one thing after another. So it turned into 4 hours of just take a run or take a pass and then fix something, take a pass, fix something. So I spent about 3 hours on it earlier today, just ironing out small little details. So I want to try to run this again and see what it'll do. And then this is going to be one of the tests I do with that tire and then these bigger tires. And then after that, we're just going to keep pushing it with gear changes until it maxes out either by temperature or speed. And then we're going to start throwing in the XLX2 ESC and then the XLX or the 2028 motor, and changing things, changing the body, changing some aero, eventually just working our way up slowly. But I want to see what each change does instead of just throwing it all out at once. So we're going to go ahead and run it now. I'm going to run it on 4S first to make sure everything's okay, especially after all them repairs. And then I'll run it on the 6S batteries. And then also, we are combating the heat with a really nice fan that I got off of AliExpress. Relatively cheap. This whole entire setup was less than $20, and it runs on that small 3S battery. And it puts out 37 CFM of air. Guys, that's a lot of air, and it keeps that motor ice cold. So I don't think temperature on the motor is going to be an issue, so we're going to go ahead and run it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hopefully I don't crash. $73 mile an hour on 4S. Guys, 73 mile an hour on 4S makes me happy. Seeing how this said, what is it, 70 mile an hour out of the box? 80, I think. 80 mile an hour out of the box on 6S. 73 on 4S makes me happy. So I know it's a Limitless, it's a roller, but you got to imagine this as a felony or an infraction because it's the exact same thing. It's got the exact same motor and ESC. So now we're going to run it on 6S. I'm going to say 93 to 95. I only got 2 passes out of that 4S battery because, I mean, I just did a cell check on it. It's dead. I mean, it is only 1500 milliamp, but it's 120C discharge rate. I'm trying to see if that says continuous. I don't know, but these are 60C discharge rate, but there's 2 of them, so I don't know if it's going to go faster or not. Well, faster than 93. If it does, good for me. If it doesn't, well, we tried. So let's go ahead and run it. Alright guys, so this is a video from the previous night when I was having constant issues, crashes, breaking parts, just everything that did go wrong or could go wrong did go wrong. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. Don't worry, there's also the current videos. I just mixed them all together. 90. What happened? Oh! It exploded a drive shaft. Like the pin is gone. I need a drive shaft. I've got another one, but no rear drive. 93 miles per hour, and this is when I started having nothing but problems, guys. Stripped some gears here, as you heard me say a second ago. It also threw one of the pins out of the drive shafts. I went home and redid some things, and then we came back out and we tried again. We're going to see how it goes. Whoa! Whoa! It hit something. I hit a piece of wood. Mile an hour, right on the dot. All right, guys, you just seen 100 miles per hour on Gold Hoons. These are, what are these? The 100 millimeter tires, not the 107. So we lost 7 millimeters in height and went faster by 1 miles per hour. So if it goes slower, the Gold Hoons are clearly faster in this circumstance. I mean, it's not terribly hot. It's probably 80 degrees outside. The asphalt itself, it's probably another 10 degrees warmer. So at 100 miles per hour. All right, guys, so you just seen me run this thing 100 miles per hour. You also seen where it crashed on these big hoons. And when it crashed on these big hoons, you know, it flipped. It hit something in the road. I think it was a piece of wood, just a piece of debris, because something went flying by my head. I went and picked it up. It was a piece of wood, maybe about that long. And it made the front end lift and it caught some air. So I mean, you can see there's more road rage or road rash damage, and it also scuffed up the wing a little bit and separated it right on this edge here. So I know it looks goofy, but I've got some well, if I can find the cap for it. I've got some of this stuff here. To be honest with you, I don't know if this is going to help or not, or how well it will hold, but that was a pretty expensive wing for, you know, again, for what it is, so I don't want to ruin it by any means. So we're just going to let that set up for next day or two. And also with that crash, this guys, my workbench is a mess. This little pinion gear came loose. It's the set screw come loose on it, and instead of taking a chance on ruining the gears, I just decided to call it quits for a day. So you can see I just walked that all the way out. So this one's done for at least the next day or two. Guys, I got it to 100 miles an hour. Granted, that was on the gold Hoons, not the white Hoons. So the bigger Hoons, I should say, the 107s, it only reached 99 on that. So it actually went faster on the smaller Hoons. And the only thing I can think is because with the white Hoons, it sits up 3.5 millimeter higher than on the smaller Hoons. And I think some air and debris I can comfortably fit a finger under there. With the other ones, I can't. So I think that has a lot to do with it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We broke 100 mile an hour. Until next time, guys, stay tuned, hit like, please subscribe. We got plenty more coming up. We're doing this step by step.